have bins somewhere, we'll tell you later, that's to be announced. And you want to contribute coins to your own class's bins, but put dollars in other classes' bins. So the coins are positive points, but the dollars and bills are all negative points. So if you put dollar bills in other classes' bins, then you'll lower their score essentially. So you want to put coins in your bins, dollars in others. All right. Oh, and also, sorry, the softball's postponed to this Friday. Oh, right.
So for those of you who want to help with the Big Sur Marathon aid station, which will basically entail getting to York at 4:50 a.m. lunch, leaving for the aid station, pouring like 3,000 cups of water and Gatorade and handing them out to runners as they run by, and then hanging out at the river, and afterwards goes into more detail here. You need to do two things. You need to sign up online by Friday. The link is in the Service Learning tab on Haiku, and you need to get a permission slip from me. I'll be outside the chapel right after break, and get it signed and turned in as soon as possible. Thank you.
All right, okay, a couple of announcements. First off, we are having a Spring State meeting this Thursday, E-Day. Roommate, I'm making it E-Day so that I can announce it the day of as well. If you are going to Spring State, you must come to this meeting. We're going to go over everything that will be going down that weekend.
Also, finally, for real this time, Debateware is up. Please start signing up for debates as quickly as you can if you're going to Spring State. Talk to Denny if you don't know how to do that.
We'll also be signing up at the meeting, so don't worry about it. Just kind of keep that in mind. For swimmers, today we have a meet out in Watsonville. So you are going to be missing 6th period if you are going to this meet. That means that right before work jobs, make sure that you make your way up to the van so we can head out of here by 1:55. So 1:45, get your stuff up to the vans. We'll leave at 1:55. If you want a sweater, you have to talk to Han. If you showed interest, we're going to order and then hound you for the money later. But please get it back to Han as soon as possible. Thanks.
Okay, so regarding one-act plays, quick change of schedule. My actors were going to be meeting in here at lunch, and I believe Emma's actors are going to be in the music room. So remember that.
School is where we make many of those mistakes and learn from them. These lessons slowly help guide us through the rough rapids of life, but they can also help us be a unique individual. In 6th grade, I learned such a lesson. My partner and I were scrambling to finish our in-class iMovie project, a short documentary on the Pacific Trash Vortex. I spent the next half hour timing each sound to correspond to the horrors of pollution and to the calm lapping of waves on clean beaches. Then, I looked up in my own horror as the teacher announced that we had 5 minutes left. My partner and I haven't even started researching for our text narration. No time to add any words, but I needed a proper ending. All documentaries have that, but now these animals are going extinct. Save them kind of message. I decided to add one last scene with a picture with Spike Club and a foul concoction of animal roars, alarms, and honking sounds. I thought of it as a warning of what would happen if the trash in the ocean wasn't cleaned. Whether I was tired or just immature, that action felt like a big mistake, as I later realized, it made no sense at all. Our time was up, and I knew I was in for some trouble as soon as the teacher and others saw the last shot of my narration of this documentary. As they watched, I heard the mixed reactions of, "What the?" and "Ah!" followed by laughter. I hung my head and kept silent as they pestered me with questions that equated to, "What the heck was that?" I sheepishly walked up to the teacher after she asked who had made the documentary. Surprisingly, she said that we had done a good job. After class, believing that last scene was irresponsible and stupid, I deleted my documentary entirely in shame. As I was leaving, the teacher asked me where my movie was. I said, I deleted it. She was shocked and told me she was going to use it as an example for next year's class. Dying from embarrassment, I responded with, "Oh." Scurried out of the room. The following days, my classmates asked me why I had included that last scene. And honestly, I didn't know anymore. Again, I formulated excuses for myself, but all I could really think of was, I'm so bad. After pondering this, I came to two conclusions. I should be less critical of myself, and I should look back at my past work. Ever since I learned this, I've tried to be proud of my work and keep it as a treasured physical memory. Small details I once thought to be critical became only embellishments, which, in turn, allowed me to focus on the bigger picture. Looking back at the past projects I have done, I see my improvement, and I laugh at my mistakes. Now, I believe the road ahead is brighter if you look back for just a moment.
I don't look like Mrs. Bates, but I have an announcement from her, and I'm very pleased to be making this. Genevieve, Justin, and Chana, would you three stand? Early on in March, there was talk about should we take a Chinese test, a national test, or not? And, opinions were flying around the room, but some decided to take it. And this is an international competition for Chinese proficiency. And it's sponsored by an organization, Chinese Bridge it's called, which is really well known. Students from all over the country took this, and all over the world. You have to be a non-native speaker. And our students, these three, are now going to San Francisco for the West Coast Finals. And depending on how well they do there, and the next step would be the international competition, which would be Beijing in the summer. So wish them good luck, and we're so proud of you.
of activities in preparation. If you are a music student, you have to be prepared for things to be a little bit different. I've been badgering the choir students endlessly about checking haiku, and of course every one of them has, and they've never made a mistake. But Miss Harrison has asked me to ask the instrumental students to please check haiku about tomorrow's rehearsal. All right? So everyone in music, check haiku. No matter what you do, but especially instrumental students, check haiku for tomorrow.
Quick executive student council announcement. Our speeches have been moved to Monday. So Monday, G-Day during class meeting. Please do not go to your class meeting spot. Please come here. We're going to have speeches for executive student council. Voting will happen on Wednesday, B-Day during tutorial. So next Wednesday, not tomorrow, but next Wednesday, B-Day during tutorial, go to your class meeting site and you will be voting. Next Monday, during class meeting, come here and we will hear the speeches.
Morning. I'm going to speak briefly in the passive voice because it's a means to hide culpability. Last week it was announced that the course selections portal would be open through academic records on April 1st, and the course selections portal was logged into, and errors were recognized, and emails were sent, and the database was reviewed, and it was found that certain fields in the database were not properly coded, and those errors were fixed, and you may now enter academic records to go to the course selections portal and actually select courses for next year. It's a beautiful thing. Miss Maston's away this week, but I'm in town. If you'd like to set a meeting with me to talk about selections for next year, you have the full month of April to do so. If you'd like to meet with Miss Maston, she'll be back next week and will be available to meet with you. We'd like to see everybody make selections by the end of April so that department chairs can review selections in preparation for next year. We want to invite parents at home to come to campus and meet with us as well. And just make sure you let us know if you'd like to meet so we can set an appointment with you. Thanks very much.